Welcome to episode 10 of Noob to Final Boss. Damn, episode 10 already? Time really flies. If you've been following my channel for the past few months, you'll know that I've been deep into learning PvM and grinding toward that final boss achievement. The bosses are getting tougher with every episode, and it's taking more and more time to prep, learn the mechanics, and get those 100 kills. So since I've got some longer grinds ahead of me, I'm itching to mix things up a bit and try something fresh on the side. I'm thinking about starting a brand new Iron Man account and experiencing the game all over again, but from a completely different angle. I've put up a poll and I'd love to hear what you think. Would you want to see a series following my Iron Man journey too? Feel free to vote and let me know in the comments as well. Okay, with that out of the way, let's get into today's episode. There it is, the last piece I needed to complete the frozen key. We should be able to enter to the ancient prison now, and you guys probably already know which boss we are facing today. We are going up against the general of the Zarosian army, Nex. If I'm not mistaken, all I need to do is hand over these ceremonial robes and 10 mil to the spirit guy, and I'll be able to access Nex freely without needing the 40 kill count. Now this I like. But let's get geared up before we walk into the ancient prison. Like I said in the last episode, I went back to Araxor to hunt down the missing middle leg piece for the tier 90 Noxious longbow. Oh my gosh, Arax's eye. No way, not what we needed. But dude, I can complain about that drop. And then at 146 KC, I finally got the missing piece. Now I am I'm stuck in a bit of a conundrum here. I've got the healed piece for the longbow and the staff, but which one do I go with? So Nex. She's known for switching between deflect melee and deflect magic, which pretty much forces us to use ranged or necromancy. But here's the thing. I see necromancy as a bit of a double-edged sword. On the one hand, it's a crazy shortcut into high-level PvM. On the other, it makes the boss fight so chill to the point where you can ignore most mechanics and just tank through the damage. I mean, look at this. I pushed 300% and rage at Rexy using necromancy. Barely touched any food. Last episode with ranged, I struggled to even hit 200%. That's the problem. Necromancy takes away a lot of the learning and practicing valuable PvM skills. And that's what this whole series is about. So yeah, I usually try to stay away from it. Anyway, time to craft the bow. And yeah, there we go. Now we have a tier 90 weapon. That's actually so cool. Oh, and look at this weapon, this looks so sick. I'll be using my brand new Noxious longbow for the very first time with Rackside arrows. And if that wasn't already exciting, this one comment someone has left suggested me to make an extreme invention potion which mind-blowingly gives a plus 17 level boost, meaning I can unlock ancient invention and slap some basic perks onto the bow. For gear, I'm still using full Surenic, that's tier 90 ranged power armor, same as last episode. The rest of the setup you've already seen a few times now. But there is one new item in my inventory, the Power Burst of Vitality. It temporarily doubles my HP for about 3 to 4 seconds. I'll be using that to survive one of Nex's nastier mechanics toward the end of the fight. For my familiar, the best in slot here is Annihil. Nex is super tanky and I'm nowhere near 100% hit chance, so the 5% accuracy boost from the Annihil really helps. It basically means more DPS. Also, since I finished Ritual of the Majoret a few episodes ago, I can now head into this icy little cave for the plus 5% damage boost from the Stone of Jazz. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous. I watched a few guides and Nex is very mechanic heavy. She's got a ton of special attacks, phases and unique effects. This is probably going to be a disaster. Here goes nothing. It's kinda similar to the QBD fight, in the way you transition into the next phase after getting next to a certain health threshold, but she has way more mechanics to deal with. I'm kiting her the best I can. Don't look back, just keep running. Let's go, so far so good. Let's see what the blood phase is all about.
This is where the fun begins.
Oh shit, I'm healing her. Not good, not good. Corruption shot heals her. Got it, we're learning. Eat up, drink this, alright, that's prison. We got that one done pretty well. A second ice prison? Oh come on, you've gotta be kidding me. Eat up resonance. Just tank it. Oh boy, this is spooky. What is this fight? Okay, nice. Bro, let's go! Let's go! Yes, we did it. Even with her last breath, she tries to sweep us away. Kinda rude. It took me an hour to do this. Honestly, felt like pure luck. No matter how hard I tried, I couldn't get a second kill that day. I was kinda disappointed. Nex absolutely crushed my balls. I just sat there, staring at the loot from that one single kill, thinking, how can I improve my DPS to get through Blood Phase more consistently? And then it hit me. The answer was clear. Prayer. The level 95 damage boosting curses were actually within my reach, so I went for them. There we go, 95 prayer coming in. That's huge. I can't wait to test these out. Anguish is going to boost my range damage by a ton. I also brought along some vulnerability bombs this time. They are expensive on the GE, but they really crank up my hit chance, especially during the blood phase. Alright, rematch time. I'm way too stubborn to be defeated by this red bird lady. Okay, shadow phase clean. Smoke phase, easy. Here we go again. Blood phase. Pop the wall bomb. Love to see these Armadillo book procs, satisfying as hell, man. Dude, the damage difference with Anguish is actually insane. I'm getting through this phase so much faster. In one cycle actually, let's go! Yes, there it is! Clean kill. Not only did I get the kill, I didn't even come close to dying. We definitely have to get some more kills under our belts to get these mechanics done. There's a lot going on in this fight. There are a lot of valuable PVM skills we can pick up just from learning the next fight. First off, positioning and movement are everything. Attacks like There Is No Escape and Fear the Shadow punish you hard if you are standing in the wrong spot. On top of that, there's a ton of running around, kiting next during the shadow phase to stay out of melee range, or surging away to dodge the blood sacrifice. You've got to be able to run and attack at the same time. And that means moving away from being fully reliant on Revolution. Then there is mechanic awareness, like in the blood phase, where using bleeds actually heals Nex instead of damaging her, so you've gotta be smart with your ability bar. I ended up taking bleeds off my Revolution bar and started triggering them manually. On the flip side, in the final phase, you actually wanna use those multi-hit abilities, bleeds, rapid fire, death shot, they'll chunk her down quickly. The fight teaches you to save key abilities for the harder phases, and to think ahead about your rotation, not just spam on cooldown. Defensives are another big one. You have to time them well. Freedom or Anticipation for the Dragon phase 1, it's kind of like a Raxor's Cleave. Then Resonance for the Ice Prison, and Debilitate or Devotion to reduce damage when things get rough. Especially in the last phase, where Nex hits hard. So yeah, the next fight is definitely made me a better PVMer. Alright, I'm looking to get my tier 80 Necromancy power armor. I already have the tier 90 tank armor, but the power route has been way harder. I'm only at tier 70 right now. Turns out the only requirement left to finish the upgrade task is killing Nex 5 times using Necromancy. So, I guess I'm switching to Necro. Honestly, I'm kinda curious to compare the two combat styles anyway. Well, Necromancy makes it a lot easier, like everything else in the game. But now we can finally make the tier 80 power armor. There we go, looking good. I'm not sure yet what the requirements are for the tier 90, but I want to get there soon and start learning Raziel too. But for now, back to Nex. After getting the hang of the fight, I started learning some pro tricks like timing snipe so it lands right after Nex finishes her siphon, using devotion right after killing a minion, since it doesn't cost adrenaline if you are not targeting Nex, and even stuff like this. Exploiting hidden game mechanics or bugs, honestly not sure what to call it, but hey, it works. And 95 range coming in, that's now my highest combat skill, holy smokes. And this should be our last kill. There we go. A few days ago, I honestly thought I'd never see this achievement. Solo Nex is definitely a hard boss to pick up. Alright, let's see how much loot I walked away with from the 100 kills. We ended up landing 121 mil, which is honestly more than I expected. That's awesome. I didn't get any uniques early on, but after around 80 KC I finally pulled the Virtus Rope Top, which is the most valuable item on Nex's entire draft table. Then not long after, I also got Torva boots, not bad at all. Oh, and Onyx bolts? Why are they that expensive? They're really that OP? I've gotta look that up. Either way, Nex is actually a pretty solid moneymaker. But I do wanna say, I absolutely do not like Nex, and I won't be coming back to the ancient prison anytime soon. She's honestly been the most annoying boss I fought so far, way too much running around, the mechanics switch off way too fast for my taste, and things can just drop into absolute chaos all of a sudden. But I hope you all enjoyed today's video, because I enjoyed making it, I always do. If you did, make sure to like the video and vote in the poll down in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.